Hey guys, I am here to get into Solaris, which was directed by Andrei Tarkovsky and released in the year 1972. And this just holds up as just an all-time favorite in the realm of drama, mystery, and science fiction. Very much influenced to be a different kind of project entirely from some drawn influence from Phil's One: A Space Odyssey, which turns out a lot like a balance of Jonathan Demme and Alfred Hitchcock. Let me think, it's just a very human kind of psychological sort of depiction. Also looking at some shades of like obsession, like a lot like Vertigo. Then it just kind of has this. I mean, it feels like suspenseful. It's about film like Silence of the Lambs, where there's just always kind of emotional layers going into it. It's just really original in pacing. It's just like it's always lingering with a rich value of suspense from start to finish. It's got a simplicity about it, but it's always very unsettling, and it just holds up as it's the first Andrei Tarkovsky project that I've ever seen, and it remains just it's pretty much an endless tie with Stalker is my all-time favorite. But yeah, he was just Tarkovsky was just on a consistent roll between all the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, and this just defines itself as just one of the most beautiful and strangely life-affirming films of all time. While it all unfolds like a dream. It's just completely entertaining, completely subtle, and it just feels like it reveals more upon every viewing. Just incredibly fascinating film. Very subtle in the way that it's all paced, and it just leaves a really profound kind of influence. And then the melancholic depths of humanity, and kind of speaking to those deepest depths. And it's certainly a very just kind of plenty of thought-provoking moments happening, but it's just so organic that you hardly even realize it's happening. It just explores all kinds of mystery and just a perfect kind of filmmaker from start to finish. It just kind of has this sense of it sort of portrays like decay in a lot of ways in characters as characters are like kind of woken up to memories and like certain people that unlock certain memories of a person, and Tarkovsky just goes very far into this. He kind of just explores how oneself can be lighted in depths of grief just by reflecting on these kind of memories, and it can be a very fulfilling thing for a person to find, and the character just meets this along the way. It's just such a divine kind of project, which just leads itself to all kinds of questioning and just letting all kinds of slow-paced moments kind of hover and really just take its time on every moment. So every scene's really well conveyed, just really layered, and yeah, one of the most beautiful projects ever made. It's really a perfect kind of depiction. Again, it's like these other two characters have gone space and house. Like we just kind of witness the third character's perspective and exactly like where the madness of everything goes from there. It's a lot to take, but it's just worth every frame of it. It's just completely fascinating, completely entertaining, completely just worth it. I mean, at being a completely original kind of space science fiction film, again, this is just a realm different kind of project from 2001: A Space Odyssey. And Tarkovsky certainly intended for this to be very different. Like he just wanted this to be like very hyper about this. It almost brings you closer to humanity as you're at alien places, ironically. And yeah, there's just really so many great shots here. There's just so many incredible moments of dialogue. There's so many scenes that just hold up as some of the most timeless I've ever seen. Really, it's on its own realm entirely. Just early '70s science fiction filmmaking. This is just incredible stuff. There's just a real life affirming quality about it. Completely intriguing all throughout its detailed moments, and it really is a film that gets better on every rewatch, I would say, too. Like, it certainly reveals itself a lot. Like, again, about every Tarkovsky film you can say this, but this certainly seems to have a lot of Ingmar Bergman influence to it, which is just incredible. It's like a strange place that ultimately leaves me just kind of feeling very fulfilled just watching. It's a very satisfying place. Very philosophical, spiritual, there's plenty of existential themes along the way. And it just really breaks down just preserving memories in a way. Like random memories will split a person like miles, like random parts later down the road. And it's just like sometimes it's like films like this are just exactly the way to perceive it when this kind of such a thing happens. It's incredibly psychological. It explores plenty of just it's like sensory moments where you can feel every moment of this. It's very slow paced. And it just explores all kinds of philosophy around. Incredible filmmaking from start to finish. And man's dealing with the cosmos. So many of these scenes, just the best. So it continues to just be kind of one of my all-time favorite foundations on just preferring emotional perspective over the logic, ultimately preferring the love over the scientific perspective, and it ages perfect for that kind of perspective. Plenty of, and it conveys perfect amounts of mysticism around all of that really well. It's certainly one of those films, again, there's just so many layers to it that it's like every viewing does feel like a very unique one. It's always a different place every single time. So yeah, it's just a strongly recommended project from start to finish.